How's it going guys, JCVP11 here for GNTECH, and this is the Blu Vivo 5R. It retails for a mere 559 dirhams or $152, but what does that get you? Well, the box is pretty standard, where the first thing you see is the phone. The plastic wrapping isn't premium or ideal, but is found on every component for protection. On to my favorite part. Digging deeper, you find a whole host of different accessories, including a micro USB to USB OTG adapter, the charging cable, power adapter, and the headphones. But it doesn't end there. You also get an additional silicone case for protecting the device, some paperwork, a SIM ejector tool, as well as an extra screen protector. Phew, that's a lot, but the phone's design is nothing spectacular. It has a squarish look and is constructed out of plastic. Even so, it's not as cheap feeling as one might expect, and the texture really gives off a metallic vibe. The included cover also does well to retain the phone's looks and protect it at the same time. The hardware buttons on the side do not creak when pressed, and the fingerprint sensor at the back is really not bad. One thing I did notice was the absence of an LED indicator or backlighting to the capacitive buttons up front. In spite of entry-level pricing, most of the phone's hardware is commendable. The 5.5-inch Full HD screen is slightly curved and is very vibrant with great viewing angles and comes pre-installed with a protector. It makes for a great multimedia experience coupled with the pretty loud backfiring speakers. Inside, we are looking at a MediaTek 6753 chip clocked at 1.3 GHz and 3 GB of RAM. This is plenty for the average user, but there is a noticeable hiccup here and there, especially when multitasking between heavy applications. RAM management, on the other hand, was terrific. The Mali T720 GPU holds its ground in light games, but frame drops were evident in heavier titles. Running Android 6.0, the essence of Android is intact in various places, but with there being no app drawer, it's kind of annoying. Nonetheless, you can download a third-party launcher from the Google Play Store to counter this. Blu have tried to incorporate a theming service onto the phone, but its functionality is pretty limited in my opinion. I found the presence of the FM radio application to be great for listening without any sort of connectivity, and other bloatware didn't get in the way too much. Another significant change is where the shortcuts are present. Swiping up reveals them in iOS fashion, and they function just like how they should if they were placed on the notification bar. I actually like the convenience. Onto camera, you'd be surprised how good the 13 megapixel unit actually performs. I thought its feature set would be limited, but I was wrong. Barring the slow shutter speed, the camera can capture some very decent pictures in lit scenarios. Dynamic range is a hit or a miss, but with HDR, it should improve. At night, pictures taken are surprisingly good, and the flash does a good job of lighting the subject at the expense of losing dynamic range. The pictures are a bit noisy and lights can be overexposed, but at this price you can't really complain. Up front, the 8 megapixel unit is great for the occasional selfie and provides a beauty mode for touching up images. It works well in most cases, but the most favorable one is with plenty of light. Video recording is also possible in Full HD, which is 1080p with pretty stable footage despite no optical image stabilization. Front-facing video recording is possible at 720p, and here's a sample from that, and you can judge the exposure as I move from different backgrounds as well as the microphone's quality. Packing a 3150 mAh battery, the phone got around 4 to 5 hours of screen on time with moderate use at 40 to 50% brightness with location services enabled. This is decent, but I expected just a little bit more. You can use the battery saving feature to bump up numbers a bit, but I don't think it will last a full day on a single charge, so keep your charging cable handy to recharge the phone via the micro USB 2.0 port. Unfortunately, there's no support for fast charging technology. With support for microSD expansion and dual SIM cards, the value you get out of this phone is immense, and you should definitely check it out if you're in the market for a budget smartphone. The Blu Vivo 5R is available exclusively from souk.com in the UAE starting this October, so make sure you save the date. Leave your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.